What's up guys, Philip here, and I am back in the garage to talk to y'all about the pec and answer a few questions that a few people have had here recently. Now, just to give y'all a little bit of a backstory, and I cover all of this in a playlist that I made on my channel called Pec Rupture Chronicles. If you've injured yourself, if you've gotten surgery, wherever you are in the process, please do feel free to go check that playlist out to get a good idea of kind of what I went through. I made that because I didn't see that much information for recovering from a pec tear on YouTube when I had my injury. So please do feel free to go check that out. But a little bit of a backstory, I tore mine in December of 2021, had surgery to reattach it in January of 2022. It was a right total pec detachment of the sternal head of the pec, tendon from bone. So I had it reattached, went through my physical therapy, and then worked my way back up slowly under my medical supervision. And here we are about a year and 4 months or so post-op and about to do our first ever powerlifting competition. I'm planning on bench pressing something around what I was doing before the injury under strict competition rules. And so in training, I've already pressed what I was pressing before the injury, but in a more confident, just better manner. Let's just put it that way. So I'm making this because, first of all, I wanted to, kind of put a bow on it, and, let y'all know, hey, at this point, it is pretty much back to normal. I don't really feel any pain when I bench. Every once in a while, I'll have an occasional pinching, but at this point, I've kind of recognized that as being, relatively harmless. And I wanted to just mention a few questions that I've gotten here recently. So, first one is there asymmetry in this right pec as compared to the left pec? I would say no, largely no. If you were a bodybuilder and you looked at my chest and you judged it for symmetry and all that, first of all, the body fat percentage isn't low enough to qualify. But if it was, I would say if you really looked hard, then you might be able to see a little bit when I flex it. So if you are a bodybuilder and you tore your pec, you might see a little bit of asymmetry, but overall, I do not see enough to really warrant pointing out. Again, I am kind of more of a power lifter, if you will, or I just like lifting heavy weights. I don't really care exactly how my chest looks and how symmetrical it is, as long as it looks good. So with that, no, I haven't really noticed much asymmetry. So you should be good if you do what you're supposed to. Now, the second one that I wanted to cover is the bigger question. And that is, I've had a few people that have watched my videos that have torn their pecs, had their pec reattached, and have, just asked me, hey, do I really have to wear the sling? Like, it feels fine now. It doesn't hurt that much. Like, do I really have to wear the sling? First of all, this might be a little bit of a non-answer because I'm not a medical professional. You should always follow your doctor's guidelines, not some guy on YouTube. But what I would say regarding that is, do you really want to take the chance and undo all the progress that you made just because it's uncomfortable for a few weeks? My doctor told me that I needed to wear my sling for 6 weeks before I could take it off pretty much for good. Now, when we got closer to that 6-week mark, he said, okay, well, you can take it off when you're around the house, when you're just kind of lounging, doing that kind of stuff, but you need to wear it when you're out and about all the time. And I did what he told me because I didn't want to undo everything that I had just been through, just in the name of being impatient. So that kind of ties into a bigger message to end this video, which is, guys, for an injury, for my pec tear definitely, but for an injury in general, I would say it's much more mental than physical, and it is going to come down a lot to the discipline you have to go through the recovery process. You can make a recovery, but you have to be smart about it. And I'm just going to tell you that right now. You have to be smart about it. You have to be diligent. You have to do your PT. I know a lot of people won't do the PT that's prescribed to them. But you have to be diligent about all those little details. You have to do the little things to get back to where you want to be. And if you do that, you will be back to bench pressing, the same thing that you were previously. But if you mess around and you hurt yourself again, you're just going to set yourself back just to square one. And if that's your MO and you want to take that chance, then man, I can't tell you not to, but I wouldn't if I was you, and I didn't, and I'm back to normal. So just wanted to make that quick video. If you do have any questions and you're watching this video, first of all, again, check that playlist out, because I went over kind of, 7 weeks post-op, 3 months post-op, 6 months post-op, that kind of stuff. But if you just have a quick question, drop them down in the comment section below. And if I get enough, I might make another one of these. So I appreciate you guys watching. If you are injured and you're watching this, best of luck, Godspeed to you, and I hope you get better soon. Thanks, guys.